Yo, right now is the riskiest time to buy real estate in years. Some of y'all familiar with me. I've been saying since 2012, online buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate. But yo, it's a risky time, and a lot of places there it's a buyer's market, and some places prices are going down. All right. However, should you buy real estate now? Let me cover this from two different aspects of primary residence, which a house you're gonna live in, and an investment property, right? Let me cover this, right? So check this out. So if you are looking for your primary residence, this is a good time because sellers have to work with buyers. Like you don't have a choice. Like you ain't turning no buyer around in this climate, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a house in the market, been in the market over 3 months, real talk. I'm listed at 440. We dropped it to 440. We started out like 460 something. But I'm at 440, right? 430. I'm on the market 430. I got an offer, right? For 390, 15,000 in closing costs and whatever. Now, if the market was good, I would just ignore this. All right? I'm trying to I did counter, but I'm willing to work with the person. All right? There are properties. My neighbor, he says, yo, I'm gonna rent out my house and I'm moving over to South Charlotte. South Charlotte is a really nice neighborhood in Charlotte, right? South Charlotte, what you're gonna find, the better school zones, all of that, the least amount of crime, etc. Right? He was like, bruh, I said, yo, you was just gonna buy a new construction house over and on the water, right? He was like, I was. He said, but then I backed out. He said, yo, and now I'm back in the market. I was able to get a house 50,000 below asking. He said, yo, the house was, I think he said the house was like 850,000. He got it for 800. And this is going on all across the nation in slower markets because the seller know, like, bro, I better take this, but this offer going to walk. So not only could you get a reduction on price right now, all right? Not only could you get a reduction on price right now, you can also ask for closing costs. All right, help with closing costs. Hey, I need another 5,000. Sure. Because sellers are willing to work with you because they know, yo, man, I'm on the market for months. I just want to sell this, man. So they are willing to work with you. So look, check this out, right? So let's say he go get his house appraised, right? And let's say it appraised at 840,000. He going in 40,000 worth of equity. Ain't much, just a $40,000 equity in the house. That's not much. I get it, but hear me out. He needed somewhere to live anyway. He was going to pay a rent, a mortgage somewhere. He needs somewhere to live. Now, let's say 7 years we get back in the hot market. It's 7 years from now. That house is worth 980K. House worth 980K. All right. So he got in at 800, is worth 9 in 7 years. You tell me what job, right, gives you a $180,000 price increase? Tell me. Very few jobs do that. I used to work at the headquarters, right, Wachovia, when it was based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Wells Fargo Odom. Now, in banking, it's online now, but in all jobs, the way you make the money is by going out, applying to jobs externally, not internally. Now, the Wachovia policy was we can only bring you up with so much to justify it. This guy was in a call center. All right, a manager was telling me the story. He said, "Yo, the dude was in the call center, so he making 24,000 a year. He knew the hiring manager for another position he wanted. He seen him on the elevator. They started talking. They got more familiar. The hiring manager asked him a math question, right? A difficult one. He solved it. The hiring manager gave him an interview. All right. They wanted to hire him, but he was making 24,000. Same company, 24,000, and to pay for that job, to get that job, you started at 100K. All right. It was dealing with numbers. I forgot the name of the title. You make like $100,000, but you had to be really good with math and sharp with math. You make $100,000. Internally, HR said, yo, we can't hire him because we can't justify the $76,000 increase. See how the corporate world do you? Now, and with real estate, you own, right? Them houses, they can't fire you. As long as you pay the mortgage, you pay the taxes, they can't fire you. You know what I'm saying? So you do what you're supposed to do, you be good. Corporate America, you do what you're supposed to do, you can still get laid off. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I want you to think about it from that perspective, okay? As an investor, you know, you go buy a house, the market is down, people can't sell houses, you're going to get a better price, all right? Is this a market to just flip? Probably not, depending on where you're at locally. Probably not, though, but you accumulate and then the prices go up. Just think about it. This is like getting in Amazon pre-public. This is like getting in Facebook pre-public because the prices are down. So, yes, you can buy if you can withstand the rain. Do you got an umbrella for the rain? What do I mean by that? Do you got reserves? You know what I'm saying? If this thing lasts 5-7 years, can you get through this? You know what I'm saying? If you can, you need to be buying. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't the market where you could just, the house worth 150, the seller be like, yo, give me 120, and you could just do a quick flip for 130 to somebody else. Nah, this ain't the market for that. But if you could withstand the rain, you got that umbrella, bruh, buy some real estate. Hey, listen, I'm Nasa, a.k.a. the real estate guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru, because I actually do this business, man. Subscribe to the channel, please. Car Talk.